So, good day everyone. We are the last group. We are assigned to tackle about feelings and reasons.
Feeling and reason. This topic discuss the role of feelings and emotion. Discussion making and reason emotion are jointly at work and tightly intertwined. This means that feelings are used as instinctive response to moral dilemmas. Feelings may sometimes prohibit us to the male right discussion, but it can also be used in making the right one. This concept will be explained by two theories of ethics which discuss the role of feelings of morality. Lastly, students shall be mindful of their own feelings, truth, and values as in indication of moral development. Learning objectives. At the end of the topic, students are expected to A. Appraise and analyze their feelings in personal experience. B. Compare responsible and emotional response. C. Compare and contrast ethical subjectivism and emotivism. D. Apply the principle of ethical subjectivism and emotivism.
Feeling and moral decision making. According to Earls, emotion is a response to stimuli based on past experience which is made instinctively, while reason is a form of personal justification which changes from person to person based on their own ethical and moral code, as well as prior experience. Some ethicists believe that ethics is also a matter of emotion. They hold the moral judgment as they are even deemed by some as instinctive and trained response to moral dilemmas. Emotions is the result of logical analysis through which we analyze someone's behavior, make an appropriate judgment, and then feel whichever is called for, respect or contempt. Researchers and philosophers now see emotion and reason as tightly intertwined. Emotion and reasons are jointly at work when we judge the conduct of others to make choices ourselves. A cognitive deficit of either type can impair our decision-making capacity about all manner of things, including moral judgments. Feeling and emotion in decision-making is a theory about the nature of moral judgment. It is also called that the nature or falsity of ethical propositions is dependent on the feelings, attitude, or standards of a person or groups of a person. So, ang connect sa ang feelings kay gigamit nato usahay kung maglisod tag decision like unsay atong dapat buhaton or dili mo na makiramdam na lang ta. Reasons when removed from emotions allows a person to make conscious decisions based on fact with no reference to personal involvement. The use of reason as a way of knowing allows the knower to see the consequences of their actions throughout the decision-making process. Also, there are limitations to decisions made based on their reason alone. Perception of situation is not questioned as it may be with an emotional decision.
So, next we have here feeling based in theory and ethics. There are at least two theories in ethics that gives focuses on the role of feelings on morality. First, we have here ethical subjectivism and second, emotivism. So first, ethical subjectivism, this theory basically runs contrary to the principle that there is objectivity in morality. Fundamentally, a meta-ethical theory, it is not about things are good and what things are bad. It it does not tell how we should live or what moral norms we should practice. Instead, it is a theory about the nature or moral judgment according to De Guzman 2017. In the article Basic of Philosophy, ethical subjectivism holds that there are no objective moral properties and that ethical statements are, in fact, arbitrary because of they do not express immutable truth truth. Instead, moral statements are made true or false by attitude and or convention of the observed, and any ethical sentence just imply an attitude, opinion, personal personal references, or feeling held by someone. Thus, for a statement to be considered morally right merely means that it is met with approval by the person of interest. Another way of looking at this is that judgment about human conduct are shaped by, and in many ways limited to, perception. So second, we have here emotivism, as cited in emotive theory of ethics. The term of emotivism refers to a theory about moral judgment, sentences, word, and speech act. It is sometimes also extended to cover aesthetic and other non-moral forms of evaluation. Although sometimes used to refer to the entire genus, strictly speaking, emotivism is name of only the earliest version of ethical non-cognitivism, also known as expressivism and non-descriptivism. Emo- Emotivism is actually the most popular form of non-cognitive cognitive cognitivism. The meta-ethical theory that claims that ethical sentences do not convey authentic propos- proposition. Moral judgment, according to emo- emotivism, are not statement of fact but are mere expression of the emotion of the speaker, especially since they are usually feeling based, according to De Guzman 2017. To understand how theory views moral judgment, it would help to note that language is used in a variety of ways. Principal, Principally, language is used to state facts or facts. Facts are what we believe to the facts, but there are other purposes of which language may be used, like utterance or command. The purpose of utterance are they are used to means of influence other behavior, and moral sentences are used to express the speaker attitude, according to De Guzman 2017. As cited in the article, emotivism believe that moral languages express emotion and tries to influence other. It has no cognitive content. If I say homosexual is evil, I'm just expressing my feelings that homosexual is disgusting. I am expressing my emotion and at the same time trying to influence you to dislike homosexuality. The same analysis applies to any moral judgment. If I say that capital punishment is wrong, I'm just expressing my dislike for it and trying to get you to agree with me. I might have said capital punishment while shaking my head and rolling my eyes. And if I say that Stalin or Cheney were bad men, which they were, I am merely trying to get you to agree with me that I am really saying. So that is the feeling based theory and ethics. Thank you.
So, number one,
feelings can help make in making the right decision. So number one, don't accept the problem as given. How choices are framed can sway your choice in ways that may contradict your core beliefs. So generate more multiple options and assess them against one another instead of considering them in isolation. So number one is don't accept the problem as given is ay sulbad og problema nga one-sided ra bitaw sa pagtan-aw nimo solusyon na problema nga moabot nato nga makaingon tag no choice, which is makaapekto bitaw sa atong core beliefs. So mali na siya kay everybody has a choice, although usahay gipit sa choices pero daghan mga alternatives, di ba, nga paagi nga masulbad bisan pag unsa ka lisod, di ba? So number 2 is listen to both your hearts and head. Issues of the right and wrong matters deeply to us as should so twinges of disgust or shame may be internal signals. So number 2 is listen to both your hearts and head. So ay decision nga pulos ra bitaw siya emotion, dili sad ka mo decision nga pulos ra pod siya knowledge. Dapat imo siyang i-combine para bitaw mas better ang outcome bitaw. So number 3 is watch your language. How we name things exposes the nature of our action and their consequences. So watch your language is ay pataka og butak bitaw sa imong mga dapat imo nang huna-hunaon ug maayo bitaw, imo din huna-hunaon mo kadaghan bitaw nga kuan dapat kuan kanang dapat choose your words kung muprang ka sa katao, dapat choose your words correctly. So dapat imo ning kuaning number 2 bitaw, last imo ning siyang hunaon ug maayo bitaw. So number 4 is take special care in dimly lit places. So number 4 is your action and ultimately even your values are influenced by the company you keep. So number 4 sa akong pagsabot ani is kanang sa imong self namon jud tay mga dark side bitaw or mga side nga wala nato tagaig bila ato gihaponing atimanon or ato bitaw i-nurture bitaw siya bisag kuan kanang wabaya ta kay ba nakapasakit na ta sa which is makaapekto bitaw sa laing tao. So number 5 is be modest about your virtue. Most of us believe that we are most ethical than others. Countless experiment and real life examples. So be modest about your virtue is kanang be humble lang jud bitaw kanunay ta nga di ta palabi og pataas, kanang di ta palabi og pataas bitaw sa atong pride nga basin mabali bitaw ta sa sobraan bitaw sa self confidence. Dapat kanang sakto-sakto ra bitaw nga dili siya kanang hambog, dili pud siya ingon siya paubos yan ang narasto nga. So number 6 is understand why other transgress. Some lapses may be due to moral failure, but others can be caused by external factors that have little to do with their fundamental nature. So number 6 is understand why others transgress. So atong sa akong magsabot diri is sabto na mura bitag sabto na nato ang sinabtan na bitaw ta kumbaga sabto na to kintahay nganong nabuhat na niya or nganong unsay reason, di ba? Kumbaga sinabtan na bitaw kay wabaya ta kay bawo unsay reason nganong gibuhat na niya nga na bitaw. So sinabtan na lang gid ta. So number 7 is don't give up on yourself. An ancient proverb says every saint has a past, every sinner has a future. So don't give up on yourself is kuan na siya ka ng ay surrender. Rejection is part of our life sa atong kinabuhi. Naman ginay rejection. Rest if you must, but don't you ever quit. That's all. Thank you.